A fire incident in Walthamstow East London prompted one of the area's largest emergency responses in recent months. Firefighters were called to a serious blaze affecting residential properties, gardens, sheds and a railway embankment near Valentine Road and Shernhall Street. The event led to evacuations, transport disruption and a large-scale firefighting operation. This educational report examines what happened, how emergency services responded and what lessons can be learned from the incident. What happened during the Walthamstow fire? A serious fire broke out in the Walthamstow area, affecting a house, multiple gardens, sheds and a railway embankment. Thick smoke spread across the neighborhood, leading authorities to advise residents to keep windows and doors closed. Emergency services quickly arrived to prevent the fire from spreading further into nearby homes and infrastructure. What is known about the cause of the fire? The official cause of the fire has not yet been confirmed. Investigators continue to examine the scene to determine exactly how the blaze started. While various theories have circulated publicly, no official findings have been released and the cause remains under investigation. Why was the incident considered serious? The fire threatened several different types of property at the same time. Residential homes, gardens, outbuildings and railway infrastructure were all located close to the affected area. The possibility of rapid fire spread combined with heavy smoke created significant risks for residents and emergency crews. Why were so many firefighters deployed? Large incidents involving multiple locations require significant resources. Firefighters needed to attack the blaze from different directions, protect homes, prevent further spread and secure the railway embankment. A large deployment also ensured that crews could rotate safely during demanding conditions. How did emergency services respond? Fire crews were mobilized rapidly from several fire stations. Commanders assessed the situation and expanded the response as more information became available. Resources were organized into different operational areas, allowing teams to focus on specific priorities while maintaining coordination. Why were residents evacuated? Evacuations were carried out to protect people from smoke exposure and the possibility of fire spreading into nearby buildings. Removing residents from the immediate danger zone also allowed firefighters to operate more effectively without the added challenge of conducting emergency rescues. What dangers does heavy smoke create? Heavy smoke can reduce visibility and contain harmful gases and fine particles. Even when flames are not directly threatening a property, smoke can create health risks, particularly for older adults, children, and individuals with respiratory conditions. Why was the railway embankment important? Railway embankments often contain vegetation, electrical equipment, communication systems, and signaling infrastructure. A fire in such an area can threaten transportation services and create additional safety concerns for emergency responders. How can vegetation contribute to fire spread? Dry grass, bushes, and other vegetation can act as fuel, allowing flames to move quickly across an area. Once a vegetation fire becomes established, it can spread toward nearby structures, especially during warm, dry conditions. What logistical challenges did firefighters face? Crews had to manage multiple fire locations, coordinate water supplies, protect homes, monitor smoke conditions, and communicate with transportation authorities. Managing all of these tasks simultaneously required careful planning and effective leadership. How does modern firefighting differ from historical methods? Modern firefighting relies heavily on risk assessment, communication technology, strategic planning, and cooperation between agencies. Firefighters today focus not only on extinguishing flames but also on protecting infrastructure, managing evacuations, and minimizing broader community impacts. Why is early escalation important during major fires? Deploying additional resources early can prevent a fire from growing into a much larger emergency. Rapid reinforcement allows firefighters to establish control lines, protect vulnerable areas, and reduce the likelihood of extensive damage. How does incident command improve emergency operations? Incident command structures create clear leadership and defined responsibilities. Different teams can focus on specific objectives while commanders maintain an overall view of the situation, ensuring resources are used effectively. What role does public communication play during emergencies? Timely information helps residents make safe decisions. Instructions regarding evacuations, road closures, and smoke precautions can reduce injuries and assist emergency services in managing the incident more efficiently. What lessons can be learned from the Walthamstow fire? The incident demonstrates the importance of rapid response, strong coordination, and proactive safety measures. It also highlights the risks that can arise when residential areas are located close to transportation corridors and vegetation. How do firefighters protect nearby homes during a large fire? Crews often create defensive positions around threatened properties, apply water to exposed structures, and monitor potential ignition points. Their goal is to stop flames from spreading while maintaining safety for residents and responders. Why is cooperation between agencies important? Major emergencies often require support from multiple organizations. Fire services, police, transportation authorities, local governments, and community organizations must work together to ensure public safety and maintain essential services. What does this incident reveal about urban fire risks? Urban environments contain a mixture of homes, infrastructure, transportation systems, and vegetation. When a fire occurs, these elements can interact in complex ways, making rapid, coordinated responses essential. Finally, the Walthamstow fire illustrates how quickly a local emergency can develop into a major incident requiring extensive resources and coordination. Although the cause remains under investigation, the response demonstrated the importance of preparedness, strategic planning, and effective communication. Understanding how emergency services manage such incidents provides valuable insight into public safety and urban crisis management. If you found this educational report helpful, please share this video with others, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analyses of major events, emergency responses, and important public safety topics.